Hello and welcome to Thrasher Time. This is a channel that I've created to show you what I do on my Thrasher time. I'm going to do metal detecting. I do working on my classic car, my motorcycle. I fly planes. I build RC planes, fly RC planes. Maybe something that I do that's on my video will help you out with something that you're trying to do. I appreciate if you'd watch the channel and subscribe. Hit the button down below. And I hope you enjoy the videos. Thank you. Now it's Thrasher time. Let's get to the first one. So one of the main reasons I wanted to do this video is I have a 73 Plymouth Grand Fury custom suburban wagon. It has a Mopar 400 in it, which I've had to rebuild all by myself. Part of the reason doing the video, doing Thrasher time, because I'm able to do so. I figured I'd make some videos to show people what I can do, and maybe it helps them out. But anyway, booster. So I'll put a picture in there of what it looked like before I was having a vacuum leak. I sent it to Harman Classic Brakes in Canton, Georgia, and they fixed it and certified it, it looks. And they did a great job on it. I mean, all new seals. I mean, it looks brand new. And this thing was in pretty ratty shape, but it was leaking. I thought it was leaking out of the vacuum seal, but it wasn't. But one of the reasons I want to show the video is because there's not many installations on the spacer plate. The spacer plate goes in between the brake booster and the master cylinder. From the research that I did, even my catalog doesn't really show you how to put it in. In this brake booster spacer plate, there is a small, like, I guess you could say foam diaphragm. And this snaps right on it. And then this spacer plate goes on in this direction on there, just like that. So, and to my knowledge, you don't have to put any type of sealer in there. You just tighten it all down because it's got kind of a rubber grommet on this side. And on this other side of this spacer, get it off here in a second. It's kind of a metal, aluminum, I guess you could say. And it doesn't look like there was anything on it when I took it off the first time, so I'm going to assume that it doesn't need it. Goes on just like that, and I put my master cylinder right to it. Okay, this is where the brake booster goes. Actually, while I was in here, because I haven't done anything with the brake booster other than I did put a new master cylinder in 6 months ago, and I bled all the brakes, and this is new. But part of the reason I found the brake booster needed to be replaced, of course the car's 50 years old, 50 plus actually, is when I rebuilt the whole entire motor, the engine was running great, but with about 3,000 RPMs to 1,400 RPMs. In between, it would shake pretty good, and I couldn't figure it out. Retimed it several times, going to find out the vacuum hose to the brake booster. Once I plugged it, the engine ran perfect. So that told me that this was leaking vacuum pressure in the brake booster area. So that's why I sent out the brake booster. So I even had showed it to a mechanic or two, and they couldn't figure it out. It took me a little while, but this should hopefully fix the problem, because this hose going in here, if this is leaking in here, you're losing vacuum pressure, which is not going to make your engine run properly. Okay, so now that the brake booster's in, you have to tighten these bolts on each side. They gave me new nuts, which was nice. A nightmare getting in there, but you can. And then I had to finish this bolt, which goes to your brake pedal. So I had to put that back on so that when your brake pedal pushes on the plunger. So now that that's in, I can go back out and put the master cylinder on. All right, well, I'm going to put the spacer in. Now this side here goes towards the brake booster. Now I've noticed on my master cylinder, it looks like the smaller bottom part of the tail goes on the bottom. Now some of the pictures I've seen online show it going this direction, but I'm going to put it in this way because that's the way it was in before. So when I slide this in here, like that. This is the way I see it sitting. I guess the ventilation part is up here. And then I was able to slide my master cylinder over to the side of my engine block here, so I didn't have to disable it all. So it should slide right back in. All right, she's all back in. I have the master cylinder now connected to the brake booster, and I put my vacuum line on. Now the last thing to do is crank this baby up and see if she works right. Wish me luck. All right, I got it running. Looks like it's smooth. The brake is nice and smooth. And let me do a little acceleration. Oh yeah, she's smooth. Right about in here is when she starts shaking down. Now she's nice and smooth. Now you want to see my beautiful headers I put on there? That was a nightmare on the wagon. Anyways, yeah, looks like she's doing well. The vacuum line seems to be doing good. All right, and also, if you could subscribe to my channel, it would be much appreciated. Thank you again for watching.